Hey guys, as you've seen, this video is going to be about the Mach 1. So welcome back to Sweevel's Garage. Today we have a small little project. I seen the comments, a couple of you guys said you wanted to see some stuff on the older cars. So let's do that today. This is my 71 Mach 1. We picked it up a while back. Still looking for a front bumper to put it back to original, and then I'm going to paint the chrome or buy those pieces too. So if you guys got one, reach out. I need the brackets and everything. The chrome is supposed to be yellow. A lot of you guys know that, some of you don't. Right now we are going to be putting in a center console, so should be pretty easy, I think. The only problem is this thing has some gauges underneath. I'm gonna put them back where they go on the top above the radio. So short little video, shouldn't take too long, but I'll show you guys what we're working with. All right, guys, those are the gauges I'm talking about that are in the way. I didn't install them, they came like that, so we'll have to see how to get them out of there. I'm just gonna move them out of the way for now, but I do have the factory gauges that'll go up here, and then eventually we're gonna ditch this tack and I'm gonna buy an OEM one and get rid of the dummy lights. So a few little things I want to make it my own. I do already have this bezel with the gauges in it. I just got to buy the wiring harness and stuff or make one. So let's get those gauges moved out of the way, and then the console basically should just bolt right into the floor, I believe. Let's go take a look at it. Here's the console that I got, you guys. It does have a clock in it. I don't know if I'm going to wire it up. I'll have to take a look at that. But it looks like they just bolt to the floor. So I'm going to line this up where it needs to go, and then I'm going to drill holes. And I did save these bolts from when I was a kid when I parted out a whole bunch of cars. Let's see if I can get it open with one hand. So I do have the period correct screws. That one's not one of them, but they should look like this. How they have a little dot in them. Try to get to focus. See the little dots? Those are period correct. So we'll just drill holes. They'll go just like that. See that? So shouldn't be too hard. Should look good. This console's super nice. See if I can do this one-handed. Look at that. Got this off eBay. I think the guy rebuilt it, but when you interior dye stuff, it looks like crap, but this thing is amazing. Like, so happy. Look at that. Jeez. Neighbors are getting slaughtered or something. But anyways, should look super good in there. The gauges in the car are like right here, so those got to go. But super happy with this console. The bottom is even nice. Here's the wiring I'm talking about for the clock. We don't know if we're gonna hook that up. I'm not going to today, but maybe we will eventually. Find one at a junkyard or something and get the wiring harness. But let's get this puppy installed. I'm gonna go get those gauges out and see what we're working with. All right, guys, like I figured, it's pretty easy. They slotted the holes here. Just had 2 bolts. So I'm gonna try to get my stubby in here and hopefully get him out. Looks like it's gonna be too tall. So I gotta figure out something else, probably a ratchet wrench with a bit. Get those screws out and then see how the console looks. Got the screws all the way out. I just moved those over like I said, so we can just lift them up and look at them until I get my other gauges in. So I'm gonna set this console in. I'm by myself, so I need both hands. So I'll set this in and then show you guys what it looks like. Man, it looks good. I don't think you're supposed to slide it in like I did, but I got her to fit. It's really close to cracking. But I don't know if they're supposed to sit over like that, but it doesn't really bother me, I guess. This could be for an automatic too, I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable about these cars, to be 100% honest. But right now, we're gonna take a little break. I just wanted to get it in there. I'm about to go to the gym. So I'm gonna do some research and see if they sit flush like this before I drill the holes in the floor. I mean, it looks like that's how it goes, flush like that, and I mean, it does kind of hit, I guess. It's still pretty flush, but I just want to be sure before I get everything bolted down. I mean, it looks good the way, right where it is. So I'm just gonna make sure, and then when I get back, I'll start drilling some pilot holes and getting her screwed down. Well guys, all I have for those style screws is these short ones. They need to be about ½ inch longer. They don't grab the floor, so pretty much done. I only got both front ones in. I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere, but I'm gonna order those off a website, and then I'll finish it later, I guess. I didn't think they'd have to be that long. I might have longer ones at the shop, but I'm here working at home today. But there she is, guys. Beautiful. Like I said, we'll get those gauges up top where they belong. All right, I figured I'd throw in something extra. So a lot of us, the grill lights stop working or flicker and stuff as they get older. And somebody said buy some pigtails that so-and-so worked on a forum, but I like the look of the old yellow OEM look, so I'm rebuilding them. My brother said it wasn't possible, but I just said screw it. So you end up pulling these out with a needle nose right there. You can see this one's not too bad. This one still worked. The other side didn't work, but this is why. Look how conductive that is. Get to focus. So these slide in there. They're like this, and they slide down in there, and then they contact these. So obviously rust on steel, it's probably not gonna work. So I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's, buy new ones of these with these in it, and just use these out of it. Hopefully it works. I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna clean these up with a toothbrush and stuff, get them all shiny. These wires don't look too bad. You can see the positive on both of them. This one's a little corroded. I'll clean it up with a brush, but the negatives, where are those at? Right here. The negative contacts are pretty crusty. So I'm gonna take this apart with a little pick and put new wires on there. I'll probably throw some solder on there too, but we'll clean up these a little bit and then put new wires down there, because you can see these wires are black. So after all this, these things should still work. I did lose a couple of these. They go on the end here when you're all done on the wires. But I'm gonna try to get these rebuilt. Worst case, they don't work when I'm done, just like when I started. So like I said, I like the OEM look, because when you buy new ones, they're gray or black or even bright white. When you pop your hood, you can tell they've been changed, where these look OEM, you know? So I'm gonna keep plucking away at this, and the new ones will have new seals too, because one of them had a good one, the other one corroded off when I took it off. So let's go to the parts store and see if we can find some of these things. All right guys, we took a quick little break. I never did get the screws. I did order them off National Parts Depot, but today figured we'd finish the Mach 1, and I'll show you guys. Gotta pull it out though, make some room. Been changing out the garage, so been driving the 70. 71's getting driven a lot, and then Shelby, and gotta pull a couple out, make some room, then we're gonna get started. But right now, I'll show you what I'm talking about, what we're gonna do today. Crawl back here, guys. I've been having this thing sit back here for a while. These things are pretty expensive if you buy them off eBay. Hit the wife's car, get in trouble. There they are. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna try to do. You guys seen that I just took those gauges out from the center, and these are electric gauges, which nobody likes. They're never accurate. So I might, this is just still an idea, put those gauges in here. And then I don't gotta unhook anything. But I'm not sure yet. We're kind of just gonna see how it goes today. But yeah, if they fit in there, if I take those little screws out, if I can get those gauges to screw in there in the factory spot, I think I'm just gonna use the ones that are in the car. So, I don't know, let's just try it out, see what happens. All right, after getting it apart, I don't think that's gonna work. This is kind of like a whole contraption here. I thought I could just bolt them in, but I don't think that's gonna work. So, might have to run to Arise and get the sensors, and then we'll just put them in the car and run our own wires to the contacts here. Pretty easy, and they should work. So we got the alternator, that'll be the easiest. And then temp gauge will be, I think, one wire from the sender. And oil pressure, I think, is one wire also. So, and then we'll just have to add grounds, I think. I'll have to look, but pretty sure that shouldn't be too hard. These things, I've had this forever. It sat in a junkyard forever. It is filthy. And you guys know that nothing in my car has wood on it. I don't have the wood grain door panels, so I don't know if I'm gonna try to take this wrap off here, sand it, and maybe spray it, or sand this and spray it, but I don't think I'm gonna keep the wood. I think we're gonna make it all black. So I have to figure that out. And then we gotta clean this too. So got some work cut out for us here, but it'll totally be worth it. I like the factory looking gauges. Just makes it look more clean, especially with the console in there now. So I'm gonna start cleaning this and see what I decide on this stuff here quick. Oh guys, been scrubbing it. I got most of it off, but this adhesive promoter, or glue or whatever they put on this stuff is insane. Like, it does not want to come off. I've been using water and a Scotch-Brite. I scuffed the whole thing. We're gonna paint it all black, but I'm gonna have to go get some adhesion promoter remover or something. I don't know. But you guys gotta see this. I was gonna start cleaning these. Took it apart. Look how hot these light covers it got. Look at this one. Like, what the heck? That looks safe. So I'm gonna need to get one of these somehow. Wow. That's insane. Nothing like a fire hazard. Yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning these up, get these all redone, and then gotta clean the little cubby out. This stuff wasn't fun to come off. It came off in like there was like a clear thing over it. Chipped all that off, then I had to chip it all off. I used a screwdriver for a while. That's where you see the little, where some of the sticky stuff did come off, but this stuff's pretty crazy. If I can't get it all level, we'll just rewrap it flat black in the spot that's not perfectly level, or smooth I should say, and the wrap will kind of hide that, but trying not to do that, we'll see. And then all this little chrome, we're gonna redo it on the edges. That's why I didn't care that I scuffed it. So I'm gonna keep plucking away at this. All right guys, we had these stripped you've seen, but I did find the exact one you need if you don't wanna do what I'm doing. This is the part number you need for a new one. The only difference is there's 3 wires. They have an extra ground on the side, which is probably smart, but it is literally the exact same thing. The only reason I don't like it is how white it is. I don't know, I'll show you here. I just like when you pop the hood, it all looks original. I don't like stuff that looks brand new. See the white, and then this matches the actual housing, you know. So I'm still gonna swap everything over and make this thing work. So give me a little bit. I already popped one of the things out to see if it works. Here it is. Let's compare it to an old one. Here's the old one that came out of it, and here's the new one. So it's probably a different side. Let me check here. No, they are all the same, I think. I have a lot of stuff going on right here right now. You know, here we go. Looks a little different, but I think it'll work. So I'm gonna pop it in the old one, and if it doesn't work, I'll throw it back in the new one. All right guys, I just got this all wiped down. We're about to spray it black, like I said, get rid of the wood grain. And I couldn't find any interior stuff. And I know this is for trim on the outside, but I think it'll be the right shade of black. So I'm just gonna try it. Worst case, let's clean it off. So I'm gonna shoot it with this and see what she looks like. Well, I gave up trying to reuse the factory. I bought these. I think I showed you guys the part number. Right there. Barely can read it. I'll just read it to you. It is 85898. 85898. It's the exact same style. It has one extra ground plug, but I just pulled it out so it still looks like a 2-wire. And I just soldered and heat shrunk a new harness. I was gonna video it, but it didn't work like that. So made it the wires extra long to go down by the frame thing where it goes. So let's go home and see how it looks. Got these things installed, guys. Got it clipped in, got the wire down. I have a lot of excess, like I said. But right now we're gonna try it out, see if they work. And we're just gonna do it really generic way. Like that. And voila, dude. They work. So my soldering job works good. So now I'm just gonna tap it back in down there where it was. And they should work. I don't like how they work with only the headlights, so I might hook them up so they work with the park lights. I'd like to drive around it like right before dusk with the park lights on. I think they'd look better with them coming on like that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, but I think that's how I'm gonna wire them in. Well, we got this thing all done. It turned out awesome. I think it looks great. It's kind of looks blotchy in the video, but it's not too bad. I still have to put chroma around the gauges like it was factory, but we're still cleaning up some stuff, some leftovers from the wiring for the grill. But I gotta clean the gauges back up over here, which aren't too bad. I'm gonna clean them up a little bit and then we'll put them back in. Cubby needs a lot of cleaning, but this thing's gotten dirty, but to me that looks better than the wood grain all day long. So we're gonna put this in quick. And then the screws did show up for the console, so I'm gonna finish drilling those holes, get the console all bolted down. And yeah, I ordered these off the NPD site. And what I was showing you guys about the old ones have that little dot on them and stuff. I figured these would, but I guess they don't. So probably could have just went to Ace and got some. So keep that in mind. If you guys need the measurement, I can give it to you guys quick. So you guys don't have to do what I did. You can just go to Ace and get your own. They are 1.5 inches. So you can get anything off that Mustang at NPD pretty much. So I think we're gonna do the aftermarket tack that they sell in my car, because the original ones are just a lot of work. And then you gotta hope that they work. So we're gonna bolt the console down quick. Then I'm gonna clean the gauges, put them in there, show you guys what it looks like. Well, got all the bolts in. They all look good. Got that one, and the console sturdy. So worked out good. I hope I don't have to take it back out to get this off, to get the new gauge one in, but we'll have to see. I don't think you do, but like I said, I don't know. But yeah, everything worked out good on the console. Got it all bolted down. It's pretty easy. So on to the next thing. Well, we got the gauges back in. I was gonna put it in for you guys and finish it, but this thing is a nightmare with the tack hooked up and then the stuff down there. You gotta crawl in from that side, I think, and the radio wires are zip tied to it and stuff. I don't feel like pulling the car out today. I'm kind of doing this right before my wife gets home. So next video, I'll have this thing all completely done with the silver trim around it and stuff. We'll go through that and we'll finish that up because I got to get the harness for it anyway. So we'll wire that up, get the gauges wired up and stuff, show you guys that. So we're done for the interior today. I'm just going to tap into this the corner with my new harness, and then we'll wrap this video up. So let's get down here, tap those in, and then see how they look. And there you guys got it. I just did the wiring on the parking lights. I did hook them up to where they used to be, so they only come on with the headlights, not the park lights. Figured if I do it the other way, it's just a lot of screwing around. So I did hook them up back how they were. So they only come on when your headlights are on, how it should be. So I'm gonna turn them on, show you guys that they work, and then that'll do it for this episode. So next time you see this car, we're gonna be doing a little bit of other stuff. We'll get those gauges to work, put the wiring under the hood, along with the sensor sending units for the gauges to work, because they're electric and the ones in the car are mechanical. So that's gonna be the next episode. So stay tuned for that. And also the GT500, the Hulk, I'm almost done editing a video for that too. I haven't posted much lately. I've been super busy and I just honestly don't care. Sounds bad, but I need to post more. I have a lot of videos coming, but they're all half done. So I'm gonna start getting back into a rhythm for you guys, but let's turn these lights on so you guys can see it. Got my little helper in here. She's gonna turn them on for me. So turn them on. And there they are. They look good. And then it turned out pretty good here. I just retaped everything back up, and they work now. So, all right, you can turn them off. Thank you, baby. So that's gonna do it for this episode.